Hey there, welcome to the Career Hustle Podcast. As someone who wants more clarity while having less overwhelm, I'm here to bring you a season of exactly that. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Career Hustle. I hope you all are doing well and staying healthy. Since we last talked, I found some more time to spend outside when the weather's been nice, and I've been listening to a few more of my favorite podcasts. It has really helped me feel connected with people. And being a few weeks into social distancing and quarantining, I'm getting pretty good at virtual meetings and online work. It's quite amazing the things we are able to do in this era with technology. As we move and change into a new wave of normal, I thought I'd talk about interviewing virtually as a follow-up to the last episode on resumes, because I know you all have a stellar one at this point, so you obviously are going to get the interview. Here we go, from start to finish. Interview prep to get hired. To prepare for the interview, it's really important to do your field research on the company. You don't have to have the HR manual memorized per se, but you definitely want to be familiar with their mission statement, or what they stand for, and the details of the job description. It might be a good idea to read up on current projects that they're working on, or maybe even some media coverage that they've had recently. And just like your resume, you want to include as much of the same language from their website, their mission statement, and their goals that you can. The other thing that I think is really important before you interview is to practice. For me, it really helps to go the full 9 yards. Get all dressed up just for a mock interview with career development. If you let them know what kind of position you are interviewing for, they will prepare industry-specific questions for you. You won't be able to predict the exact question that they will be asking you in the actual interview, but you can have a good idea of the 3 to 5 stories you might pull from. You don't want to scramble for examples or repeat the same story, so going through them really helps. You'll also want to test out the software that you will be using a few days beforehand. I don't want to cause any extra anxiety or stress that I don't have to the day of. Definitely double check the time of the confirmation message that they sent. Sometimes you have to adjust for the time zones. I try to log in 10 minutes early the day of to eliminate any extra troubles that I might have that might make me tardy. If you can practice in a spot that you're going to be interviewing in, a space that has minimal distraction, if possible, is ideal. When I do them, I have to put a sign on my door so my friends or family don't come in. A simple background is good, so the focus is on you. Also, good lighting is a plus. And then interview tips. Kind of 2 categories. The first one being, how should I answer the question about my week? I think it's a great answer to say something like, I'm not as strong in this area, but I recognize that and I'm working on it in this way. Secondly, the other really common one is situational experiences. But if you don't have that specific experience, maybe you say something like, I haven't been there, but I might do this in that situation. The second category is kind of for you to keep the energy. So when I'm in the interview, I like to think of it as a time when I get to know the employer and they get to know me. We're both just trying to figure out if we would be a good fit. I have to tell myself when I get nervous that I landed this interview, I deserve to be here, and to take a deep breath, that it will be okay. The other thing I tell myself is that they want me as much as I want to work there. They posted the job because they need somebody in that role. I just have to prove and demonstrate that I'm the person that they need. At the end of the interview, they will likely ask you if you have any questions. The answer is always yes. I like to bring 3 to 5 questions in a portfolio or something that I can ask them at the end of the interview. Some of my favorites are, can you describe a typical day here? What is the team dynamic? What do you see an ideal candidate bringing to the team? What do you think the gaps are that you would like to grow in the next 3 to 5 months? Then there is the follow-up. It might be hard to send a letter because of finding somebody's address while a lot of people are working from home, especially if it was a panel or committee that interviewed you. So I might take the email route. Try to do this within 48 hours of when you're interviewed, if possible. I would say something like, hello, addressing whoever your contact is or the search committee that you were with. Then I would say, I appreciate the opportunity to interview with you for X position. It was so exciting to hear about the goals of the company and how I might fit into them. I look forward to learning more about the team and ways at which we could work together and excel. If you all connected on a specific topic or something that you remember about the position that was relevant, you could also include that too. I would close it with something like, looking forward to hearing from you. Best, Monica. If it's been a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3, then you could send a follow-up email. You might say something like, "Hi, Mr. or Miss So-and-so. Given the uncertainty of everything going on, I completely understand any delays or hesitations you might have during this interview process. Let me know if there's anything else to determine next steps. I continue to be enthusiastic about potentially joining your team. I wish you and your family health and wellness during this time. Best, Monica." Boom, there you go. Go get hired. If you listen to this and use any of the tips, let me know what was helpful for you. The jobs might look a little different as we come out of this time, so it may take a little bit for everything to even back out. In time, a lot of the businesses will still likely need to hire for the job that you wanted. I think that's all I have, folks. Thanks for listening to Career Hustle. Good luck and go Knight. Oh wait, P.S. For all those soon-to-be grads, if you didn't already know, you have career services for life. Feel free to reach out now or later on down the line if you want some help in the way of career.